Good day! I'm Mark Lawrence in Padayhag, Biz Crim 2, Black C. In today's video, we're talking about forensic photography. And first, what is forensic photography? Forensic photography is a reproduction of an image of an object. And forensic photography is a preparation of photographs for court. And forensic photography taken in the crime scene for court purposes serves as an evidence to identify who is involved to the crime. And next, photography is science because it has process, systematic, and method. And also, photography is an art because it involves talent and skills. Did you know that forensic is came from the Latin word which means forum, which means marketplace where the people gathered. And photography came from the Greek word which is photos means light and graphos means to draw or draw. And photography is the art of process of producing image of object by action of light on sensitized surface with the aid of an image forming device known as camera and chemical process. Did you know that forensic photography has element, and first is light. Light has natural light, artificial light, sensitized materials, and next, camera and accessories, and next is chemical process. Natural light is made by nature or God, which means the light came from sun. And next is artificial light is made by human. Made by human means the light made by human is example is the fluorescent light, the flashlight, and more. Next is sensitized materials, and that is photo paper. The definition of photo or picture is photo means processing material and picture is hand drawing. And last is camera and accessories. Camera and accessories is a device that capturing chemical process, print, and etc. And let's move on. Did you know that criminal jurisprudence is court or trial and prosecution? And did you know the meaning of dactyloscopy? Dactyloscopy is the examination of fingerprints in order to identify. Means dactyloscopy is an identification to identify person or person that is involved to the crime And did you know that dactyloscopy came from the Greek word which means dactyls means two finger and copy is to examine or study. And did you know that forensic photography involves identification? Identification is finding missing person, criminal, and lost and stolen properties. And next is communication and microfilm. It involves transmission and investigation report files. And next is evidence. Evidence has recording and preserving. Recording and preserving, and more specific, recording and preserving in the actual image of the crime scene that we use in the court. Next is crime scene, vehicle accident, homicide or murder, and robbery. And B is discovering and providing by contrast and content, by magnification, invisible variation. Next is surveillance, burglary, and confessionaire. And last is enforcement of crime. And next is court exhibit. Court exhibits as demonstration of enlargement, individual photos, projection files. And next is crime or fire prevention, security clearance. Means it means that the crime or fire prevention we need to prevent the crime or fire by securing clearance. And next is public relation. And next is police training. Police training has prepared training films, traffic studies, and documentaries. And last is reproduction and copying. In this part involves photographs and official records, which is taken in the crime scene. And did you know that a great authority on optics in the Middle Age who lived around 1000 AD is Alhazen? And next is camera obscura, or in other word is dark chamber. Dark chamber or a camera obscura is designed by Leonardo da Vinci. And chemical in 1725 to 1777, light sensitivity or silver nitrate and silver chloride. True photography by Joseph Nicephore Nipsey by in 1816 was able to obtain camera image on papers synthesized with with silver chloride and solution. Silver chloride solution. And next is Louis Jacques Mandi Daguerre in 1839. In his era, in his era, invented the daguerreotype, the first practical photography process. An image was made permanent by the use of hypo, but that it is not enough. In William Henry Fox Talbot in 1841, he patented the calotype process, negative on paper sensitized with silver iodide and silver nitrate. These were contract on sensitized paper as you loan and revolving power. The gyro type was better. And that is not enough. In Sir John F. W. Herschel, 1839, he coined the word photography. And James Clerk Maxwell, in 1861, he researched on colors. But the first computerized file made by Fuji DS-1P of 1988. Terminologies of forensic photography. Relative aperture, speed of light gathering. It is involved the light of the camera entering and the camera use. And next is depth of field, nearest and farthest object. It refers to the how far or how near the object taken by camera. And next is the hyperfocal distance. The hyperfocal distance is only referring to the nearest distance to capture the exact and clear image in the near. And depth of focus, maximum permissible distance. It is the only permissible in how far the camera taken. And next is distortion, general level of referring. And next is circle of confusion, this from image. And next is angle of view, two lines emerging. It is two lines. And next is focal length, distance measured from the center to the other destination. And next is resolving power of the lens, maximum angle of resolution, the maximal angle. And next is focus image sharp. It is where the object is only focuses the one image object that camera focuses, and the other is blurred. And next is lens. Lens is in the camera, the medium or system converges or diverges. And next is positive lens, converging lens. It is Next is the negative lens, the diverging lens. And shutter. Shutter is contraption place. And next is the correction filter. The alter response of the camera. And next is the contrast filter. Darken or lighten certain color captured by the camera. And next is the natural density filter. Reduce the density or brightness of an image. Next is polar skin filter, an optical slit. And next is filter fraction. Filter fraction is the ratio of the time of exposure. And next is flash synchronization. The flash synchronization is a chemical or electrical adjustment. And next is the parallax error. The parallax error is the displacement of an image. And next is shape. Shape is relates the general form configuring. And next is tone. Tone is a light is reflected by an object. And next is resolution or resolving power. It is an expression of quality of an image. And next is magnification described and changing by the use of optical instrument. And next is shadow, the absence or reduction of light in a given space. And next is light meter. Light meter is an instrument designed to measure the amount of light. And next is accelerator. Accelerator is one of the 4 subparts of a developer option. And next is bellows, a tight folding. And next is bracket exposure. Bracket exposure making one or more exposure calculated to be correct. And last is flash meter. Flash meter is a handheld light sensing device. And last, forensic photography is that branch of forensic science with study of the fundamental but pragmatic principle or concept of photography. Next is application of photography in law enforcement. And last is the preparation of an photographic evidence needed by prosecutors and courts law. And that's all for this video. Stay safe and thank you.